Okay, hey, welcome back. Let's learn about camera safety. Here we go. First things first, put my face up here. It is super important that you're always wearing your camera strap. It's there for a reason. It's the safest way. It's the easiest way to make sure you don't drop your camera. Okay? Anytime you get the camera, put the camera strap on. Okay? Cameras are not waterproof. As much as we wish they were, they're not. So water kills cameras. Please do not take your camera out in the rain. Maybe take an umbrella or there's a rain sleeve you can put on your camera. Please don't do any major water splashing activities with your camera. I know they're kind of fun to take pictures of, but you can do it with your phone. Your phone is waterproof. So thank you. Camera numbers. In class for hybrid, you will have camera numbers as well as a color that's assigned to your class. Please only use the camera number that is assigned to you. This is obviously for sanitation purposes for COVID, but it's also for accountability of equipment. Even when we're not in a global pandemic, I use camera numbers and you have to use the camera that's assigned to you because you're responsible for that camera for the rest of the quarter. If anything happens to that camera, it's you that's responsible for it. So only use the camera number that's assigned to you. Don't let somebody else use your camera number because if they break it, you're still responsible for it. Okay. The cameras will be tagged with the color for your class period. First period is magenta, second period is green. When you get the camera out, make sure you're using your camera number and color. Please put the camera strap around your neck immediately. Check the battery door. Flip over the camera, check the battery door. Is there a battery in there? Is there an SD card? If there's not, let me know and I can help. I can fix that. The camera lens. On your lens, there's a little switch that says AF or MF. It's super important that you check that before you do anything, before you take any pictures, before you touch the lens, because that's the most commonly broken piece in this class. Autofocus means that the camera is going to focus for you. Manual focus means that you need to manually twist the lens in order to focus. Most common thing that happens is somebody doesn't check and they twist the lens back, they twist it and it's in autofocus and now the lens is broken and you got to replace it. So check, just check. Both of them are good for their own reasons, but just make sure you know what you're using, okay? Students should not be taking the lenses off the camera. The inside guts of the camera are the most vulnerable pieces, so just let me do that. If you ever think something's inside of your lens or your camera looks dirty, I can help, okay? Just bring it to me and I will help take your lens off. Cleaning the front of your lens, make sure you're using a microfiber cloth and don't do what I do with my glasses and like do it with my shirt, okay? Don't do that with the cameras. Okay, just use a microfiber cloth. I have them. You can come get them from me. Before you ever leave the class with a camera, we're going to do this together as a group when we go out and about. But these are the things you should have as a checklist in your head. Make sure your camera is signed out, what time you checked out the camera straps around your neck. Check the autofocus or manual focus mode. Check the battery level and check do you have an SD card. We don't want to get all the way out to the track and have to come back in the building all the way through the front entrance just because you forgot that your battery isn't charged. Okay, so check this list before you go. When you're using the cameras, I expect you to be professional and respectful. That does not mean I need you to be absolutely silent like a robot. I just need you to be professional, so not disrupting other classes, not pulling people out of class, not making a big show about the fact that we're out and about. We're going to be outside most of the time, especially during COVID. So just be respectful when we're coming back in and going out of the halls, making sure we're 6 feet apart, keeping your masks on when we're in the halls, all of that. Speaking of masks, you must wear your mask while you are taking pictures. Your camera is right up in your face the whole time, so it's super important that you have your mask on so you're not putting your germs all over the front of the camera. The cameras are nearly impossible to clean because you can't really get them wet. So just please remember you need to wear your masks when you're taking pictures, especially when you're using the cameras. If you're taking a picture of somebody outside and they're more than 6 feet apart, maybe they can pull it down to take a picture like a model. But if you have the camera in your face, you must have your mask on, okay? Even though we're outside. Please do not leave your camera unattended around campus or anywhere, really. Just your camera must always be with you. Never give your camera away to anyone else. Please don't lend it out to somebody. Have them take a picture of you, beauty shot, because you are the only person solely responsible for that camera. Thank you. Please do not take your camera in the bathroom. Yuck, gross. Come back to class, put it at your desk, sign out for bathroom pass, and then go. Right now, during COVID, we can only have one person in the bathroom at a time anyways, so just come back and drop your camera off because that's yuck. For hybrid learning, we're going to do a lot of our labs outside together as a class, as opposed to maybe what you normally see photography doing independently. So we will have a meeting spot. We will have a time to meet. You must meet me back as a group at our meeting spot, and then we will travel back inside together. We will go over this on our first camera day, but you must return on photo shoot days with the group, okay? Can't have you out wandering by yourself. Using the cameras appropriately. Remember, I just need you to be professional and respectful. Just be a good human when you have my cameras. You are representing me and my program, so remember that. You need to put your best foot forward for me. Thank you. If you are not following the camera rules, you'll lose your camera privileges for the week. Remember, this is a privilege. You can use your phone if you want. You don't have to use my cameras, but if you want to, you need to be professional and respectful. If the inappropriate behavior continues, you'll just lose your camera privileges for the rest of the quarter, which is a big bummer because this is a photography class. So there is a zero tolerance policy for wearing your mask. Safety is everything. We need to remain safe, 6 feet apart, distance, social distancing. Keep your masks on when you're using cameras. Cool. Uploading photos. You must upload your photos every time you shoot. You are responsible for the photos that are on the SD card. You cannot trust that they're going to stay on that SD card until the next time you are in person. You need to upload them right then and there, and then wipe the card clean for the next student. Never leave your photos on the SD card. When removing an SD card, push down gently. It will click, and then you can pull it out. Another common mistake is that it gets shoved in the wrong way, and so it won't come back out. It's also not going to record any images if it's shoved in the wrong way. So gently insert the SD card into the reader on the computer, and then we will upload our photos from there. Never, ever, ever touch the SD card circuits. That's the most gentle part of the card, so don't touch that. Just touch the edges and the bottom. After uploading photos, you're going to gently click the SD card back in, following the diagram on the battery compartment door. It will click in and click out. You can hear it, you can feel it. You shouldn't have to shove it in. Me trying to pull it out after someone shoved it in is not my favorite thing to do. So close the battery door. You're going to format the SD card, which wipes it clean for the next student, and then we'll turn off the camera, which is the easiest way to save camera battery. Putting the camera away. Put the lens cap on the lens whenever your camera is not in use. Anytime it's not being used, even when you're walking around, maybe when we're walking from the class to the outside, have the lens cap on. You don't want to swing your camera into something and have the lens crack in the front. That would be horrific. Please do not eat food while you're using the camera. Sticky fingers, gross, yucky. Always protect the camera from theft. If you break it, you buy it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk about camera safety. See y'all soon. Thanks. Peace.